Scroll up. Tap in. 2 years back, you hit that screen. Said pull up, fam, come talk your dreams. You built that stage from a common thread, turn shy little voices to with the whole net. Said you hit go live, we hit that chat. Post with her, started dropping fast from the hurt, from the pain, from the past. Just to say it all here, we gon' make it last. Empress, anyone love, you gave a voice to the voiceless. From the page to the panel, you made the broken feel chosen. Shout out Empress, give her props. Let that respect run up them hearts. Empress, anyone love, you turn silence to art. She said, sit down, tell them what's real. Turn those scars into something we heal. Every angle, every side. You let the ones overlook that we speak. So many names when you came on your line. You held space, you just dropped my minds from the trolls, from the doubt. You kept it. I said, stand tall, never back that love up. Empress, anyone else? Gave a voice to the voiceless. From the page to the panel, you made the broken feel chosen. Shout out Empress, give her props. Let that respect run up them. Empress, anyone else? Turn the silence to art. It's for the nights you spent through tears. It's for the lives we shared for years. It's for the time that still replays. You gave us all a louder day. Empress, anyone else? Gave a voice to the voiceless. From the page to the panel, you made the broken feel chosen. Shout out Empress, give her props. That respect run up them hearts. Empress, anyone else? Turn the silence to art. From Yonkers down to Mount Vernon, all grind, all spine, keep it turning. New roadways, we was raised by the curves. Like trains pop with the truth in the world. Dorchester, hustle in the cold wind. Bronxville calm, but the hunger's still within. Pelham on the map, when we stomp in the spot. Harrison heat, you can feel when it pop. Word is bond, I was grown in the 914. Every block, every kill I know. Let's go. Took a whole tour. We don't fall, we the ball. Ride by the water, got the storm in our back. Every town nights, big dreams on the bridge. Heart still hope every step, every inch. Valhalla roots where we learn to be strong. Sleepy Hollow stories turn triple into songs. Just the county in the mirror of my bones. Now I'm full in my voice when I claim my throne.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Hey, Mrs. V, good morning. Good morning, Mrs. V. Yeah, this was just going to be a short live. Yeah, this was just going to be a short one. I was just testing something out. Thank you, Miss V, for coming in, moderating. Shout out to you. Shout out to all my moderators. my support team, my subscribers, and some of my YouTube creators. Yo, shout out to the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, good morning. And I'm out. Peace. Oh, what's up, Just Jay? Purple Heart Podcast. Yeah. I was just trying something out, man. It needs to be improved. I don't got time right now to do it, but, it is what it is. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for coming in. Stay for a bit. Yeah. Well, yesterday was Tonteria Tuesday. Today is Wednesday morning. So, yeah. Ain't too much going on today. No, I'm still here, Just Jay, Purple Heart Podcast. Yeah, I got a plan for later on. You know what I mean? Because I want to upload those songs to my channel. If I can load it to the other channel I have, I will do that as well. So that channel over there can grow. Yeah. Yeah, but we see what's going on in these YouTubes. I just want everyone to remember Ronald Jones, the Rabbits. Oh, yeah. A lot of people in this sector, they wouldn't have a voice. That first song I played on this joint, they wouldn't have a voice today if they didn't go through the fire. So we had a lot of YouTube creators stand on the shoulders of some of the women in this sector. And I haven't forgotten. People think I forget. I haven't forgotten a damn thing. We had our good days. We had our bad days. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, that first song, I haven't titled it yet. But the first song is actually what happened in these YouTube streets in this sector. I said 2 years. It might have been over 2 years now. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Might be a little bit longer than 2 years ago. I'm only going so far in my memory. Yeah. Oh, for real, Mrs. V? Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand that. Tonteria Tuesday. Yeah, that's a good handle for the channel title on some videos. Tonteria Tuesday. I can't come up with a concept for Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. I can't come up with a concept for it right now, but something is in the works. Yo, last night before I went to bed, right, I was looking at this one video, and it wasn't on this platform. It was on another platform, and it was circling around family units, or what some people actually do to get ahead in life, and how deep and dirty they will go. I don't think anybody remembers a couple of years ago, there was a couple of funeral homes that was selling body parts. So they were, in those particular videos I was watching, they was talking about the the harvesting of body parts, organs, stuff like that. Yeah, it's a dark subject. A lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people don't talk about it at all. But on that other platform, I've been seeing a whole lot of videos just like that. Yo, and that shit be wicked. That shit be wicked, man. This one lady, oh my goodness, I would have to share it to my community wall. But I think that person has a YouTube channel. I would have to look and see if they have a YouTube channel and then share the videos on my community wall so you guys can actually see what I saw and what I heard. Yo. Yep. Yep. So right now, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on in these YouTube. Oh, Farmer Nancy went live. Farmer Nancy went live. I believe it was yesterday. She had some videos posted, you know. Shout out to Farmer Nancy. Shout out to Farmer Nancy. Yeah, we used to have a time on these YouTube streets. Oh my God. When I think about Farmer Nancy, I think about everything from back then. You know what I mean? Where I believe I was living in this apartment around that time. I believe. I used to live in another spot in North area. It was a boarding house. Then I moved because the lady was getting ready to sell the house. Yo, that lady was from Providence, Rhode Island. She was from Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah. Because I remember one day I was talking to her and I was like, yo, do you know? And then I started talking about that particular part that she lived in. Because there's a Cape Verdean community up there. See, when the Cape Verdeans came to this country, they came and they settled in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Some went to Connecticut, some went to Vermont, some people went to California, but the home base is Boston, Massachusetts, Providence, Rhode Island, because when my great-grandfather came to this country, he went to Massachusetts, then he ventured to New York City. And that's how he met my great-grandmother, because she was living in New York City. She's from New York City. You know, shout out to the chat. Island, I believe. It's amazing how people from the city move into the suburbs. They moved into the suburbs and they lived in the 914 Westchester County. So, yeah. I remember my father telling me stories about when he was younger, but it's so much information. If you do a live with that as the topic, that would be interesting. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, Mrs. V. I've been thinking about it. Thinking about it. Yeah, man. People need to remember. Because these are stories from back in the day, though. And some people just actually brought it to the internet and they animated those stories. But when you look at the story and you listen to what is being said, you can get the gist of it. You can understand because they break it down for you in very gentle terms, because I think they know certain things would gross some people out. Some people actually get sick to even know some truths, you know what I mean? Especially about the restaurant industry. Oh, yes, especially about the restaurant industry. Because I remember when I was living on Saratoga Avenue in Yonkers, New York, that whole particular area was Santeria. Everything was Santeria, Santeria, Santeria. They even had shops. They had shops that you can go in and buy candles and different herbs and stuff like that. I remember that particular store because I remember when I first moved over there from North Broadway, my sister had went with me to that particular apartment, and she looked at the whole area. She said, Arabia, this is Santeria. And sure enough, every Thursday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they would start playing those drums. They would start playing the drums. But I never had any problems for anyone in that neighborhood. I never had any problems, never had any issues. I mean, I enjoyed living over there. Even after my ex-girlfriend Dolores had moved next door to me. I was in one apartment building. She moved like right next door. Nature lived up the street. Nature lived on Percy at that time. I remember that house very well. Because that's how I met Nature's mother. Yeah. See, a lot of times when I was dating women, some way, somehow, you end up meeting people's family members. Just like a lot of people met my family members. A lot of people know who my sister is. They know who she is. Well, she was always, in one little circle because she was always in the church. And she used to play the drums, the piano, the organ. She used to play the tambourine. She used to sing. She used to hold certain church services. Like if her father was too sick to do it, she would come in and she would do it. She would run the whole service. My sister used to travel all over New York. My sister used to travel all over Virginia, Georgia. My sister wanted to become a gospel singer. A gospel singer. She was very good. She's still good. And I think she said the contract wasn't looking too good, wasn't looking too nice, because she had a lawyer look over all her paperwork before she signed anything. And she said she didn't sign because X, Y, and Z. The lawyer found some stuff that was in that contract that would have tied my sister for years, even if she would have left the industry. You know what I mean? And there was a clause in there that said that she would never be able to sing secular music. Like, let's say she was with the gospel industry and she wanted to leave. They would make it very difficult for her. She was like, I got so much talent, but let me tell you something about my sister. She got 2 children, and she teaches her children how to sing, how to play the drums, how to do the keyboard, how to run a church service, because the churches go on tours. Believe it or not, all these churches in the Westchester County area, they all know each other. They all congregate in New York City. They go to Harlem. They go to Brooklyn. They go to the Bronx. They go to Queens. They go to Staten. They go all over. They even travel in the South. I don't know if she's doing it now as much as she used to do it back then. See, back then, she didn't have any kids. But now there's children involved, so she doesn't really do a whole lot of traveling. But yeah, she was something. She was something. Yep. Because Because I remember her and my brother, they was going to collab together and do some music. Because he got his own studio. He got 2 studios that he built years ago. Way around the time when I was in prison. He was building all that. He got a lot of equipment, all that. He's into all that. He was a licensed barber. He been barbering ever since he was 15 years old. He went to school for it, of course. He got licensed. And then he went on, he opened up his own business and he started working for himself. He worked for himself for 22 years. 22 years. He finally retired from that. He does something else now. I think he's still into the music thing, though. Yo, what's up, Nikki Lee? Shout out to you. Welcome. Good morning. Yeah. So I remember that. Yeah, Mrs. V. I got some people in my family. They are something serious. And I'm telling you, these are my biological siblings I'm talking about. I didn't know these people all my life. I met everybody when I was 30. 30 years old. Can you imagine? And it was so much that's happened after that. After the meeting, after the getting together, after living with each other for a little while. Yeah, we did it all, man. We did it all. So, I try to keep that in mind. Yeah, things changed, though. After certain people died, and ain't nothing going to be the same. I hate that. I hate that people got to die, but if nobody died, the whole world would be crowded. There would be no food. People would be eating each other. So it has to be a thing called death. It has to be. I was walking down the street yesterday, right? And I said, damn, ain't nobody really walking the streets. But if nobody ever passed away, nobody ever died, the streets would be filled. The hospitals would be filled. Oh my God, it would be terrible. It would really be terrible. My God. And I was thinking to myself, I said, why people gotta die? All my friends and family members, some of them started passing away. And I was like, Now I know why. They must. Everyone is destined to live, and everyone is destined to die. The circle of life, right? 2 men passed away in my building this year. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Nikki Lee. Oh, my goodness. My God, my God. Wow. And I heard that we got wars going. The United States bombed Iran again. We had war with Iran. Oh, Lord have mercy. I just shake my head. I'm afraid. I'm afraid what's going to happen in the next 20 years. What the generations after us are going to have to face. Because we actually taking over the slack from the baby boomers and stuff. Yeah. The baby boomers, we taking over from them. And looks like we falling short. We fall short. It's okay to make a short from... Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Mrs. Nikki Lee, yeah, do that. Anything from my channel, if anybody want to use anything from my channel, they have my permission to use it. You have I don't care. It's content. I do not care about none of that. I be wanting people to share it. That's when I be like and share, like and share. I be wanting people to share my stuff. Because I started pushing my stuff to the other social media platforms. And I got more followers. Some things are happening. Slowly but surely. Because now I got to get everything out of the dirt, out of the mud. I don't have, certain support that I have on YouTube. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah, share, like and share. I invite everyone to do it. Anything on my channel, shorts, whatever, use it. Yeah. You can repost. You can repost on your community wall, or you could do reaction video. It doesn't matter. I went through some of my old YouTube shorts on this channel, and I started reposting them. Started reposting a whole lot of stuff, whole lot of material. Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you. Shout out to you. Shout out to Nikki Lee. Y'all go over there and sub up to Nikki Lee. She has a channel. She be dropping a link. Yeah, I haven't seen Letitia in a while. Letitia, third eye point of view. Yo, shout out to Letitia. Yeah. I remember sometimes I would go live, right? And I would drop the link on my StreamYards, and either Letitia would hit the link, Tamika would hit the link, Empress Lonnie One Love would hit the link. There was one time Roy Lee had hit the link. 27 Darren had hit the link. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Shout out to them. Yeah. That link is very powerful. Just Jay, you know about that. You know about dropping links and stuff. You know how powerful a panel can be. A panel. Wow. And then when people get onto the panel, they're still listening to the content, but they're also listening and paying attention to what's going on the panel, on the channel. I love it when Just Jay came up with that concept. They went to my channel and had hit the panel. Just Jay. I said, Just Jay just made that up. And I don't hear nobody in this sector using that handle. Nobody. Shout out to the chat. Oh, thank you, Mrs. V. Appreciate that. Yeah. That's awesome. Awesome. Right there. Because when I'm moderating for other people, let's say I go into the chat and I got my wrench or whatever. It's a shield now, I guess. Yeah, everyone in my channel has a shield. It used to be wrenches. That's how I don't mean no harm. I don't mean to bring him up, but that's how Sis got because I remember when Sis was Sis, and I remember he became Sis with a wrench. When you saw his name, you saw the wrench beside his name, because nobody would give him a voice. He had to take the voice, but then he started sitting over there with Empress Lonnie One Love, and he just went from there. But yeah, she gave a lot of people a voice on her channel. She did. I remember. Remember her name, remember. Oh, Lord, I remember. Those were some days. We had some days and times on the channel and the panel of Empress Lonnie One Love. Yeah. She went live earlier today. She went live earlier. She was at the gym. Lonnie be tripping me out. Lonnie had went live, right? And then she cammed up, right? For a little while. And she's like, yeah, I'm at the gym. And it shows her running on the treadmill. And then she turned the camera back off and she was still talking on her channel, on her panel. I said, look at Lonnie. Shout out to Lonnie. Yeah. I think Russell Red was on the panel of her channel because Lonnie always drops her links. She'd be like, anyone can come up. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, Mrs. V, I understand that. Trust me, Miss V, I understand that. Word. It took me a long time, Mrs. V, for me to hit the links on certain channels. Now when I hit the link, I just come up for like a few seconds and then I leave. I come up, I say what I gotta say, and then I say to the host, thank you for having me, and I'm going back into the chat, and then I'll drop off the link and then go back into the chat, re-enter to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, Lord, I used to have some days. I remember when I first started hitting those links, child, I just shake my head. Some days I had my good days. Even back then, I had my good days and I had my bad days. I love how consistent she is with working out. Yes, and she's doing a very good job. When you was live, Mrs. V, she was in the chat. She was in the chat. I don't know if you saw her, but she was there. She spoke to everyone. She spoke to you. She spoke to everyone in the chat and stuff. Because she works, the job she works, she likes to listen to the YouTubes. Hey, Mrs. G Mama Body, shout out to you. Mrs. G Mama Body, shout out to you. Welcome to the chat. Good morning. Oh, yeah. You know what, Mrs. V? I think you did. Yeah. Because you acknowledge everyone that comes into your chat. Yo, hold on, Mrs. V. Yeah, I had to put it on all messages. So we got Mrs. V, Purple Heart Podcast, Nikki Lee, G Mama Body, and Just Jay. Yeah. Yeah, that's who's in this chat right now. Thank everyone for coming over. Yeah, I remember my days of hitting panels. Child. And I'd be thinking and I look at myself in the mirror, I said, was that you? I really be asking myself that question. Was that you? And then I have to remember Thick Cut and Andre O.D. Kimball and the music drops. Yeah, child, we used to have some, oh, Lord. Whew. I mean, there was one time I was on Vince the Sniper's panel, and me and another person got into it. And so many people replayed that video. They clipped it up, they replayed it on their channels. Only the rabbits, well, the rabbits and a few other people was like, well, that's the way Arabia is, when you get her mad, and, yeah, man. Because I was mad as hell. I was like, what? Oh, I couldn't believe it. Shout out to King Mafia Anthony. Shout out to King Mafia Anthony. I heard he's doing very well. Slim, aka Pick and Choose, he need to start going back live. Fats TV, he's doing a good job over there. I enjoy him. I enjoy sitting over there laughing. Oh yeah, the Miss 504 video where Thick Cut had did. Yeah, Thick Cut is very good. And he said he took that all from one video that she did. It was like different things that she did that he incorporated into that music drop. And Miss 504 was destroying whoever she was talking to. She Coco tasseled their asses. Oh my gosh, she Coco tasseled them. Yeah, shout out to Miss 504. Shout out to Miss 504, the mouth of the South. Yeah, because she was a long time ago. I used to be over there with Miss 504 in her chat all the time. Yeah. Her and a few others. Because back in those days, only thing I did was sit in the chat. As time progressed on, as time went on, and I believe Lonnie One Love, the Empress, her channel was the first link I had ever hit in this whole sector. She was the first. And then I went to Sis. And then Brown Skin Lady, Moonlight, Soulfly, Queen Regina, Johnny Blaze 2, Sister T. Yeah, it was quite a few. Thaddeus, Vince the Sniper, Barbie Girl Tina. Yeah, it's been a lot over the years. But back then I had Birdman. Now Birdman is gone. It is what it is. Probably lost some of my luster for these panels. Yeah, she's very good. When you get a chance, Mrs. V, when you get a chance, go over there to Miss 504 channel. Go over there to Miss 504 channel. And damn, I don't know the exact link for that channel. If I find it, I'll post it. I'll post it on my community wall. That way you can go over there and look. Yeah, she's very good. Right now, she's at war with some of the Quamites. She's at war with some of the Quamites. And she's got a right to be. She's got a right to be because they constantly attack Mrs. 504. I remember when Brown Skin Lady was around, they used to constantly attack her. I remember Lonnie used to be under fire a lot. Queen Regina, Sister T, Moonlight. Moonlight still be kicking down doors. She still be kicking down doors. Yeah, I remember. My memory. That's how I met Moonlight off of Brown Skin Ladies channel. That's how I met Moonlight. Shout out to Moonlight. My homegirl from New York. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mrs. V. Yo, shout out to everyone in my chat. Just Jay, Purple Heart Podcast, Miss V, Nikki Lee. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat. Shout out to the people that's in the bushes. You know, shout out to the replay. Yeah. So it is what it is. 914 Westchester County, New York. We are in the house. We're definitely in the house. And, I just came up with this one concept. That's the Lonnie One Love song.
2 years back, you hit that screen. So pull up, fam, come talk your dreams. You built that station, common thread, turn shy little voices to the whole net. So you hit go live, we hit that chat. Folks with her started dropping fast. From the hurt, from the pain, from the past. Just to say it out here, we gon' make it last. Empress, only one love. You gave a voice to the voiceless. From the page to the panel, you made the broken feel chosen. Shout out Empress, give her props. Let that respect run up them hard. Empress, only one love. You turn silence to art. She said, sit down, tell them what's real. Turn those scars into something we heal. Every angle, every side of the street. You let the ones overlook that we speak. So many names when you came on your line. You held space, you just dropped my minds from the trolls, from the doubt. You kept it. I said, stand tall, never back that love up. Empress, only one love. Gave a voice to the voiceless. From the place to the panel, you made the broken feel chosen. Shout out Empress, give her props. Let that respect run up them hard. Empress, only one love. Turn the silence to art. It's for the nights you spent through tears. It's for the lives we shared for years. It's for the time that still replays. You gave us all a louder ding. Empress, only one love. Gave a voice to the voiceless. From the place to the panel.
Yep. And that's exactly what happened in this sector. A lot of people that got kicked out of the Kwame Brown whip around that time, they went to Empress Lonnie One Love. Some YouTubers didn't need to go. They were independent. But even with them, they used to come over there and sit and participate, because she used to let everybody up. If you had a beef with somebody, that's the channel you went to. Before Barbie Girl Tina started her Matrix, before EJ came, there was Empress Lonnie One Love. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets in this sector. And she listens to everyone. And she's not biased. She gives her honest opinion, her point of view, and she keeps it moving. That's where she always been. Shout out to her. Yeah. I remember them Sundays. I remember when she used to go live. Boy, oh boy. Anyway. Thank you, Mrs. V. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to everyone that came over. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. That song sums it up. It's two versions of that song. I like the first one. There's a second one. I'll probably have to record that one and put it on the channel, Because I don't want her to think I forgot. But one thing about her, she stays humble. Even though she knows X, Y, and Z, she stays humble. She don't she don't do none of that. She don't. You don't even hear her talk about it. She knows. See, I'm not the only one that she helped. You know what I mean? I'm not the only one. It's others. It's others. And they won't acknowledge her. They won't. Unless they get drunk and they go on their channel and hit the piano, and then they'll give her props. Only around that time. And they take a lot of her plays from her playbook. Oh, yes. They copy her style big time in this sector. They copy and paste. You know what I mean? Because I use a lot of her swag, her tactics. Like when I drop my link, it's dropped for a reason. But there's a big difference between me and her. It's just certain things that I'm like, what? What happened? She can do it. She can do it. She's been doing it a long time. Shout out to Empress Lonnie One Love. Yeah, shout out to all the women that's in the sector. We got new YouTube women that's in the sector that doing their thing. Got Just Jay. We got Miss V. We got a whole slew of new women coming to the platform, coming to the stage, and giving a voice to their voice. You know what I mean? But back then, that Kwame Brown, he did a lot of stuff to try to destroy people. And believe it or not, there were some people in the sector that became punching bags, or they became shields for other people. There's a lot I could tell you about, but I don't want to talk about it right now because I'm getting emotional. Yeah, Mrs. V, she did. Before Barbie Girl Tina, before EJ, there was Empress Lonnie One Love. And she used to hold panels just like that. Just like that. 10 people on the panel, 6 people on the panel, 5 people on the panel. The channel was so packed. The chat used to go so fast. But Lonnie would read her chat. Yes, she did. Mm-hmm. Yes, she did. Yeah, well, I'm getting ready to close out this video. I hope everyone has an awesome morning, an awesome day today. Get home safe if you traveled away from your house. Get home safe if you traveled away from your house. And it is what it is. 914, Westchester County, New York. We're definitely doing this video right now. And I'm shouting out to everyone that comes over and supports the channel. My moderators, I want to thank all my moderators. Y'all are some, just like that song said, the one I posted yesterday, y'all keep this channel moving. You keep it tight and you keep it sweet. And I enjoy that. Thank you very much. I appreciate my moderators, my support team, my subscribers. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to some of my YouTube creators. Yeah. It is what it is. And always remember, sometime teeth and tongue fall out. It is what it is. Everything is sweet, even when it's bad. You know what I mean? Because it could be a whole lot worse. A whole lot worse. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your home girl. Barbosa. 914, the BT 1000, the original BT 1000. Yeah. I'm in my German Shepherd mode right now. I'm in the German Shepherd mode right now. I don't feel agitated or angry with anyone. There is some kind of frustration going on with some people, but it's not like, this ain't the old days. This ain't them. So it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. I'm out. Thank y'all for coming over. Y'all have an awesome day. Peace. 1.